The reason I'm making a lemon meringue pie today is because at our Thanksgiving dinner, when the family got together, I had a son-in-law, Landon DeRue, that was pretty upset that there was no cream pies, lemon meringue pies, and tomorrow we are going to have our Christmas party, and I decided I am going to make Landon DeRue a lemon meringue pie. So today I'm going to make the crust for it, and I'll cook it and I'll finish the video tomorrow. But really quick, we're gonna go and make the pie crust right now. The recipe is in our Griffiths recipe book, and that is available as an ebook online. I'll leave a link in the description. This is how we make the pie crust. I just think the pictures are pretty. That's our daughter Ellie. And then the lemon meringue we will make tomorrow. Let me just show you the ingredients for the lemon meringue. And the pie crust recipe is right there. And before I get started, I just want to tell you all thank you. Thank you for the wonderful comments that you have left for Chad in the retirement videos that we did last week and the ones that the kids put out. It was just really touching. Thank you so much. Okay, this is a super easy recipe to remember. To make a pie, you need 2 cups of flour, 1 cup of shortening. You can use butter if you want, but the shortening makes a good crust. 1/2 teaspoon of salt, and 1/2 cup of cold water. And make sure it's cold. And then I like to use a pastry cutter to get it all mixed in. The less that you handle the dough, the better it's going to be. I also want to tell you that if you don't use shortening, you can use butter, or if you can find lard. And that's what my grandma used to make her pies with, was lard. I've not found a place to purchase lard. As you're trimming the dough on the pie, on the tin or the pie plate, cut away from you. Don't cut this way because it will cut it too short. Cut away from it. And then when you come across areas that you think are a little bit too thin, then you can patch it. And that's going to be filled with filling, and you're not even going to see where you patched it. And then take a fork and put some air holes in the bottom, and that will help keep the bottom from raising up in the oven. So you can see that this pie dough recipe, I used every single bit of pie dough. There was none left over, and that pie dough recipe will make 1 pie with a top and a bottom, or 2 bottom crusts. And so I'm going to put these in the oven at 375 degrees for about 15 minutes, and then when they're done, I'll just set them on the cabinet until tomorrow when I make the filling. Good morning, it's another day, and I have my pie crust right here on the counter that I left sitting right there overnight, and I'm going to make the lemon meringue pie. This is the lemon filling that we're going to make first. It is 1.5 cups of sugar, and then I'm going to add 7 tablespoons of cornstarch, and I'm going to mix that really well Now I'm going to take 3 eggs. I'm going to separate them and use the egg yolk in the mixture that we're going to cook on the stove, and I'm going to save the egg whites and we're going to beat those for the meringue. I'm also going to grate about 2 teaspoons of lemon peel. And then we're going to need the juice of about 1 lemon. It calls for 1/2 cup of lemon juice. And I don't have anything to squeeze my lemon with, so that actually took 2 lemons to get the 1/2 cup of lemon juice that I need. While I'm thinking about it, I'm going to get the oven ready. I'm going to set it at 400 degrees. I'm going to add 1.5 cups to my sugar and cornstarch, and I'm going to stir it in and bring it to a boil. Okay, I've brought it to a boil. I've let it boil for 1 minute, and now I'm going to add the egg yolk. I want to mix this egg yolk up, and I should have done that ahead of time. And then, so it's called tempering, I'm going to take a little of this hot mixture and add it to the egg. And then I'm just going to add this in to my hot mixture. And I'm going to bring this back up to a boil for 1 minute. Now this is good and thick, and I'm going to add my lemon juice, my lemon peel, and 2 tablespoons of butter. I'm just going to mix that in. I'm just going to let that sit for a few minutes while we prepare the meringue to go on the top. Now we're going to beat the egg whites with 1/4 teaspoon of cream of tartar. I have no idea why. If anybody knows why cream of tartar, leave me a comment down below. When it gets foamy like this, you can start adding the sugar. You've got 6 tablespoons of sugar right here, and just add a little bit at a time. I'm going to stop and add 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla. I didn't time myself on how long I was beating these egg whites, but I would guess about 10 minutes. And the way you can tell that it's ready is when you bring those peaks up and they stay up. Now I'm going to fill my pie crust. This filling is still hot. And then I'm going to spread the meringue on the top. I want to connect this to the edge of the crust and seal it. Put it in the oven for about 10 to 15 minutes. Get it good and brown. And okay, this has only been in here 8 minutes, and ooh, it is ready to come out. Landon.
I saw it already.
Did you
I know
see it?
exactly what you're gonna say.
And,
I was so
and
impressed.
David, I do not make lemon meringue pies without thinking about this guy right here.
Yeah.
So, you guys,
I'm excited.
you're gonna take a bite of that and tell us what you think.
Okay, I'm in.
I've always known this was his favorite pie because I remember making it when I was like 11 or 12. And you said, this is Uncle David's
Oh
favorite.
boy, yeah.
But you didn't know it was my favorite till
Looks pretty
today.
good there,
That's
little sister.
Okay, Landon, you cut you and David a piece.
Don't I was kind of a pie snob at Thanksgiving, and I apologize for that.
It's okay.
At Linda, they'll get you.
Looks good. Let me grab a.
Bigger knife.
Okay.
Just want something to scoop it out with so I don't.
Yeah.
Used to babies.
If it's bad, we won't show it.
Oh, no,
Oh, I
look
think
at
it's
that.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Woo. Okay. Now what you need a wet knife to cut it
That's
with.
right.
Yeah.
I remember that trick.
You need a scoop. Oh,
Oh, I did not bring
is that for,
That's yours.
is that for me?
That's for you.
Okay, okay. Well, I'm always ready to eat a pie, especially lemon.
You want some pie too? Okay.
It's just hard enough it gets your cheeks to suck in. And you can feel the saliva running out of your mouth before you get it in your mouth.
Oh, that's good.
Makes everything water up.
All right.
Yeah,
Lucy, is that your piece?
that's awesome. That's really good.
So I've lost my job, it sounds like. That's okay. I retired from one job, I can retire from that one too. It's me. Oh.
Oh, thank you. I got you on film saying it, you know. That's good. No, that's good. We okay, Chad?
It's like your house payment. It's like your house payment.
It is really, really good.
Not pay your payment.
I hope I get some.
Get your stuff.
That's okay.
I hope I get some.
I popped up the staple. There's a staple right here and I got it.
Mom, did I just get done yelling in your...
No, no. I didn't hear you yelling. Were you yelling?
Why did the audio cut out right here?
No, I'm just showing the last of our party.